The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Join us once again as Mickie, JJ, Kurt, Chris, and Joe get back into our Dresden Files Accelerated adventure. Our party has found themselves in a neighborhood in Rock Hill and is hatching a plan to investigate some of the houses. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, and welcome to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes, Facebook, Stitcher Radio, Google+, Bing. You can find us on the internets, and you know what? YouTube. If you are listening to this and haven't watched it yet, check out our YouTube channel, because this, along with an entire day of streaming, is available on our YouTube channel. We are currently doing the Extra Life Game Day event. And that event has us here in the shed, some of us in and out, but overall we are here for 24 hours. The event is a once-a-year thing that Extra Life does. It's extra-life.org. They're a partner with Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. And all the donations that come into this charity go right to Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. There are tens of thousands of gamers around the world playing games, getting donations, and to the tune of millions of dollars each game day event. And we are participating in that this year because I thought it might be fun. We're going to find out how much fun it is within the next few hours. We are on our last 8-hour block. We've done 2 so far. We have one more. Is this my notes?
I believe it is.
It is. Those are the character stuff.
Those are things I shouldn't know.
So anyway, welcome back here. We have our Adventures from the Shed crew here, our official cast here in the shed.
Yeah, let's clarify. You may have done 16 hours thus far, and it is awesome to have special guests.
Kurt is 42 minutes in.
Now we are here. It is the OG AFTS crew. We're taking it home.
The original.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
None whatsoever. We are going to be getting back into our Dresden Files game, but after that long introduction, we're going to go around the table and say hi, and we will start with...
Hey everyone, this is Mickie. I've got to get closer to the mic. I play all sorts of stuff.
The mic is the iPad.
Oh, well,
so everybody's picked up here.
Newfangled technology.
It is crazy.
Actually, I play the same character, just different names.
They're all Mickie.
Voguing for her? Huh? I'm voguing for her, yeah.
Now, for the audio piece, it is the overheads, but as you can see, they pick up everything.
Got it.
So
JJ here. I will be playing Cletus Fitzhammer in this Dresden Files game. He is a third-eye addict policer of wizards, and I'm curious when my addiction is going to bite me into buttocks.
I will have to keep an eye on that, because that is honestly something I've been considering. Just one.
Okay.
Yes.
Buttock.
Yes, but my thought there, just to go off on the sidebar for a second, at some point you're going to get stuck in that vision.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So you won't be able to see the world for what reality is, but for the truth of it only. And I'm curious to see how that turns out.
That'll be fantastic.
Yes. Because to me, an addict, you're going to get stuck there at some point, especially using the word addict.
If you keep crossing your eyes, you're going to stay that way.
If you keep looking at the truth of things, that's all you're going to see.
Don't play with that, you'll go blind.
You're going to end up at hair.
Wait.
And then after this is...
This is Chris. I'm playing Father Victor Bartok, the White Court Virgin and Knight of the Cross. What?
Cool.
Do you need a quick reference sheet or not?
Probably.
Yeah. And I have the book over here too. Let me grab that while Mr. Schumacher introduces himself.
Yes, this is Kurt. I'm playing Jamie Anderson. He is the wealthy woodsman, scion of an old upstate family, but prefers to spend his time out in the deer stand or on the fly stream. And unlike Mr. Chris, Mr. Bartok, Father Bartok, he is not a virgin. And I will just know...
Is he a vampire?
He is not a vampire.
All right.
It's been a long time since we played Dresden, so we are all going to figure it out together.
While, and I am Joe. I am going to continue as the game master. Oddly enough, for anyone who may have been watching the video stream before we started the audio, you've probably heard me telling the crew that I don't remember at all where we were, and they've started reminding me a little. So what we're going to do for a recap here, to Kurt's point, we haven't played in a little while. And because of all the technology and the other stuff I've been doing to get this ready, I haven't reviewed at all, which is, I guess, the opposite of normal. I couldn't even remember some of the stuff that we did in the last session when you guys started talking about it. So if we could go ahead and y'all collaboratively rehash that and bring me up to speed so I don't mess up your world.
Yeah, how far back do you want to go? Like,
Let me tell you what I have for clarity. You guys started, fixed the problem at Gold's Gym, Champagne Horace, the zombies. You got that.
Yep.
Found the link between Champagne Horace and Jonathan Horace. Learned Jonathan Horace probably is Bruce. I was going to say Hornsby. But it's not. It's
my
Bruce,
favorite musician of all
Bruce
time.
Flair.
They call me Bruce.
That could be the same guy.
Yeah, Bruce is the first cousin of Rick.
So you found there's a connection there.
Bruce Flair.
You also, hang on, I'll read this out here.
Makes sense.
Listen to the mandolin rain.
From there, you started finding connections with Frank Moreland, who is also named Louis because he used a Louisville Slugger to take over the upstate mob group, the outfit. Not too long ago. I can't remember how many years ago I said that was, but it was a while ago. That's in the Google Doc, but I don't see it. That was a while ago. You learn that he is involved with adult entertainment and exercise places. As Kurt pointed out, he's who Kurt wants to be, which is really cool. I made that great character out of the desires of a player, which I didn't really link at the time.
I don't want to beat anyone's head in with a baseball bat, though. Just
well, his businesses. Yeah, but not necessarily the personality. There was, let me tell you, some of the last things I remember as part of exploring who was doing what. You guys met up. I say you guys, Kurt, your character Jamie met up with, was it Slippery Sammy?
Johnny Slick.
Johnny Slick.
Slick.
Wow.
Slick.
That guy, he's also slippery, and
He was,
his middle name is Sam, I guess.
Staying at the Aloft in
Johnny
downtown
Slick.
Greenville.
So you went and met with him. He played up the part of the bartender just to meet with you.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Right.
But he
While
was the
that-
Atlanta representative of the,
Yes.
the outfit.
While that was happening, walked into his hotel room, got the hair. That was all I remembered.
And then Cletus
Help me
did
out some
the finding spell on the hair, and we followed that all the way out to the Rock Hill area.
The Palisades neighborhood in Lake Wiley.
There you go. You took a walk through
Yeah,
the
the blonde
neighborhood.
hair acted almost like a compass, and it led us in a direction, and we ended up in this kind of cookie cutter new development. All the homes were built within the last 4 years, but everything appeared to be totally empty except for 5 houses. There were 5 that were
They all had
occupied.
like Honda Accord or Toyota Camry.
Yeah, it was all super
right?
like
Yep.
Stepford wife, cookie cutter.
Okay.
There were 5 occupied houses that were right in a row, and we started creeping around and poking around and actually going in. And
Reconnaissance.
wherever we checked, we found like jackets with Pinkerton security patches or wallets with Pinkerton security badges on the tables by the front door, and that kind of thing. And that's where
Somebody made a research link, found, I remember saying it because it's a piece of the world, that Pinkerton and exercise clubs are used as gathering grounds for low-level enforcers.
Exactly.
For the outfit.
So 2 other important things that happened in the last 2 sessions, or maybe important. One was just that we had a kind of an FBI agent that we had dealt with.
Yeah, he was a field agent.
Yeah, field agent. You had said was kind of like Murph from the novels.
Honestly, I can't remember his name right
Agent
now.
Cooper.
Agent Cooper, and he's the
Yeah,
one
right.
who told us that Gold's Gym was really just a front for recruiting muscle.
And he's also in the know.
Right, and then JJ
That's
did
right.
soul
Oh,
gaze.
yeah.
JJ did soul gaze with him and found that Cooper's a true crusader,
Yeah,
true
he's a
believer.
crusader.
But he also knows that sometimes you have to work outside the law.
Crusader with the sawed-off shotgun in his arsenal, right?
Right, and then the other thing that I think is more important at the beginning of this would have been 2 hours ago. I think it was JJ must have done a ritual. He had a success with style and saw all these images of Bruce, like in a cave drawing under France, as you know, it was a spiky-haired blonde man.
Oh, there was
I did a
research.
reverse Google image search.
Yes.
And then the images of Bruce battling on a hilltop with a
Yep.
white-haired wizard who we
Yep.
realized was the original Merlin that Cletus would have known. And there were all these images, and people were always kneeling to Bruce, or Bruce was always battling. And so I thought that and that would be important. And you had told us that Merlin founded the White Council and established the rules of magic,
Yep.
and that kind of background. So But we the episode ended just kind of with us. I think just searching the houses. There was
Yeah,
no
like
real
we
cliffhanger.
had just broken into a house, and we were going to spend a night and stake it out.
Right.
And
We got
I had.
I think somebody was going out for food.
Yeah, we were getting supplies.
I took a
Last
pedo van
night.
out because we don't want that in the neighborhood. That's obviously not.
Yeah.
So are we gonna like hotwire a Toyota?
I was going to say, I'd go steal an Accord or a Camry.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No.
But
Well, the cop might not do it,
I can't.
but the Monster Hunter, yeah.
Before we get started, we got to give a shout out to Mike and to your wife for bringing donuts and munchkins because I'm
Oh,
going to
God.
consume all of them in the next 30 minutes.
Fantastic.
So
You're gonna
Yeah, so thank you,
set your
Mike
sugar
and Bridget.
yeah, I'm just warning
yourself.
everyone.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, and all those other snacks are available for whomever would like some as
It
well.
turns out
And
that-
there are drinks in the fridge.
Since I quit drinking, it turns out that I'm substituting sugar with my slightly addictive personality, and it's just a different kind of badness.
Kind of bad.
You can feel bad after consuming too much of either. It's a different bad feeling, though.
yeah, but typically the hangover feeling is kind of forced upon you. You're forced to feel bad.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm going to keep trying that. Would you give me a bottle of something?
I'll just have another munchkin. So, does everyone have a character sheet? Are we good?
I believe so.
Joe, do you need me to DM this hour for you?
Here's a question.
would be
Would
fun.
you?
That would be fun.
I have no idea where the story is going.
No, you
That
can-
was what make it fun to me.
Put it in like an Easter egg.
No, the first hour is the one that I'm probably going to do the best with. So
When you do an hour, maybe we'll
see
rotate
how
the
it goes from there.
Also, if we get bored with Dresden, I think this would be a great day, since we've got time to kill, to do our creating characters for each other.
When you said that earlier, I was all for it, and I would still like to do that regardless.
Yeah.
So maybe we start here
Yeah.
and go from there. What's that?
I wish I brought my player's handbook.
So that I can use this
It's just
camera.
yeah, okay. That,
I use that mug.
You never had
I
beer
use
from
that
a
mug
mug?
almost every morning at home.
Don't drink your beer in a mug. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I
putting
did
a straw in
learn.
it.
I did learn earlier that Sam Adams winter lager and a sprinkle frosted donut.
They don't-
No,
Don't
don't.
Don't
No.
stick it in there.
And if you want to take a chance and put them together and like swish it in your mouth, no. That's a no.
The yeast fight each other.
I don't know what it was. It was just wrong.
Ready?
I realized as I was halfway through the donut, and while I was drinking that, I said, "There's something wrong here." So I kept trying it to see what it was. It was just what I was eating and drinking at the same time.
Yeah,
It was no. Don't do that.
Fight each other.
Just
yeah.
don't.
So
I mean,
just-
I'll dip an Oreo in this first, and it won't be so bad.
So one point of
I
clarification
won't.
before
Sorry, I
we
wouldn't
start.
do
Since we're doing the whole...
But I don't like that look. I'm afraid.
Are we trying to stay focused like we would for the podcast? Or can we just
I
chat
want-
and be goofy like we would like...
Let's go through an hour, now that we're 12 minutes in, let's go through an hour of playing the regular podcast game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see how it goes.
All right.
Then after
And
that, we
if
can,
it devolves, we'll
we
just
can
go with the
devolve
flow.
or evolve to whatever we like.
We'll go with the flow, you know.
Yes.
Mutations.
I have geek questions to ask, but I will ask them
Oh,
after
please
this
do.
one is over.
Okay.
Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're totally unrelated to Dresden.
Oh.
Oh, very well.
This is a new record. We're ready to play in 13 minutes.
Well, yeah.
I think so.
Well, I mean, we've got our intro out.
It's 13 from the 53 minutes ago that we got here.
Whatever. Semantics.
It is. So what do you guys want to do next? What is the next step here?
So I think we're going to stake out. I bring back food from Boston Market.
Boston?
We don't have Boston
There's no
markets
Boston
in this
markets around
area.
There's a Boston Market in Charlotte. I don't care. We're doing it.
You're just going to conjure one
Yep.
up out of
Yep.
thin air?
They don't
Yep.
like Yankees down here.
Cletus has his own franchise on the side, and Rock
Yep.
Hill's
It could be.
It's actually it's out of the back of a Jimmy John's.
Back of a Jimmy John's.
Same colors. Why not?
JJ's Boston Market.
But yeah, I bring back food from Boston Market, and I don't know.
Well,
they have
we're
fried-
on our way.
Do they have
On our
fried
way
okra
back.
in southern Boston markets?
I don't know.
Thank you, Bridget.
Collard
I don't
green.
need
I
that. Thank
haven't
you.
had Boston Market since Florida. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
On the way back, can we stop off at like a Walmart or something? I need a hot wire and a cord.
why?
park
I don't
it.
want to. No.
Walmart's a hot ground for.
We're going to
10-year-old
occupy
ones.
a house without giving away it's occupied.
Very well.
Yeah.
There's no
We're just pulling
point.
the van to
You're
the
gonna
garage.
make sense. I don't want to play.
I mean, I'm gonna pull my van into
Game
one
over,
of the
man.
neighboring clubhouses,
Okay.
you know, and park it there, and we'll hook it over.
or walk.
Casually.
That
Casually.
is hoofing it. I'm not sure where the confusion is there, Maura.
Hoofing involves jogging or...
Oh, hoof? Whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Exactly.
You're hoofing.
Don't be silly, girl.
It's very
I don't be any jogging with this crew.
All the more reason.
You just wipe the donut off your fingers while you say, there's no jogging here.
There's no jogging in baseball.
And you drink beer from a mug?
So what am I doing while
Barbarian.
this is happening?
You are observing. Maura and I went out to get food.
Yeah, it's kind of
Bringing
an
food
overnight
in.
stakeout, right?
Yeah, we're just.
Watch what's going on in the neighborhood. So at that point, you see... Now, I honestly can't remember what time you guys had gotten in there, but I had
It was
pre-established
late.
that all of these guys were going to be third shift.
Yeah, it was late.
So
got in like
they all
10:30.
leave. All right, so they all leave somewhere near midnight, and it's almost like synchronized, security guards. The garage light comes on at the same time. All the lights in a row. The garage doors open almost in unison. The cars back out, and they all leave within, say, 1 minute of each other. And at that point, from what you know, the houses are probably vacant.
Hey, Cletus, do you have I want to know if the houses are vacant. Like, could we go in and scope them out?
I could.
Or did we
Did
do
we
that
already
already?
do this?
We did that already.
You
Never
looked
mind.
in windows and
Yeah.
established that these were the ones people were in, and you found some like Pinkerton reference, a jacket
from
hanging up,
outside.
a badge here or there.
Okay.
Nobody went inside a house yet,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
except the one that you hijacked.
Yeah, could we, what do you guys think?
I
Should
don't
we
even know
go
if you can
in
hijack
and
a
try to
house.
find more information?
I
Maybe
assume
there's
we're
a
gonna have to disable
laptop?
the security system. Or unless you think you could do that with your...
I can just
get
kind of
in the
get
way.
near it and
Or if that might
fart
set
in its
something
general
off.
That might set it
direction.
off.
Yeah.
Good. It could set something off, right? Because you're making it malfunction.
Yeah.
And one that's working right, a malfunction could be to set off.
Yeah, so I don't know if we want to actually disable.
Is there anything about that actually on the wizard sheet? There's
No,
nothing about
there
actually
is
disrupting
nothing
technology.
about it. That is purely a Dresden fabrication.
Well, this is Dresden.
Well, true,
But it's just not in this.
it doesn't
Okay.
exist. Like, there's nothing that says that wizards and technology are anathema.
Okay. But we are playing.
I had to throw a new word out there for you.
You did. We are playing it that way, and I'd like to continue it that way. But what we can just do it as an action, where you can do it as an overcome or create an advantage kind of thing, right?
It's the same thing.
You could
as-
even call it ritual magic if you want, but I think that might be going overboard because the real wizards never really need a ritual to make it happen.
Yeah.
They
they're
like
stray magic.
by the end of the book, like you said, Dresden will fart in his general direction, and a
Dresden
single
actually
TV
uses,
two counties
hexes.
counties away does it.
He actually uses a spell designed to make it bricks.
Oh, he made that up too.
He did.
Yes, that was to be targeted.
So, plan B.
It's not that you can't do that, but it'll involve a roll, in which case you could fail.
Where I could fail and it could set off the alarm rather than just
Yeah.
disabling.
Or I could MacGyver it and maybe, bypass the wires. Got some clips somewhere. There's got to be a paper clip somewhere. Keep the
Gotta
current
be.
going. Why?
Yeah, bobby pin in your hair, maybe something like that.
Why do I have to have the bobby pin?
Because you're a monster hunter.
I'm a Monster Hunter.
You're fully
All
prepared.
right, do you have a bobby pin in his hair?
Yes.
Okay, that works. Jamie, your hair's going to flop around a little
So what do we
in
think?
the breeze.
Yeah, if you have any skills for turning off the security system, which I'm assuming you're breaking into places quite often.
I do that all the time. That's how I get my best stuff. I'm looking
People
for a
keep
nice-
setting stuff behind the door, which is making it difficult to open. However, I think we're all set. JJ's just stepping out for a
roll
minute.
fate dice.
Oh gosh, where's my Mickey bag? Right there, down there, Mickey, as my sets of fate dice are in that bag.
We didn't bring our dice.
I will.
We are
I mean, I'll put these out because I have 3 and I only need 1. So bear with me. I'm going to dump these out, and I'll have to pick up the ones that aren't
And I've got
fate dice.
such a long way to go.
Make it to the border of Mexico.
Way to go. Get me to the border of Mexico.
So I ride like the wind, ride like the wind. You are welcome, Internet. You are welcome.
Fill in those dead air time.
I am going
Focus.
to use these white ones, so I have the bronze and brown ones here that anyone else can use if you guys need another set.
Pass me the
You have?
other ones.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, please. Because I only need one set for
Also
me.
welcome to share mine if you want.
This
Thank you.
is an awesome dice bag, Mickey.
And I've got...
Thank you. I just learned one thing for the first time.
I Mickey's dice
When you go, if you have it like this, and you go to dump things out, it just closes.
It just
And
flops
things just
over.
don't dump out until they're metal. Sorry. The metal dumps out. Over there, the plastic didn't.
You don't have a Mickey dice bag, do you?
I've got to make one for her.
If you're nice to her, eventually she might make you a dice bag.
You sure have been nice to
It was a Christmas present, I think, before you started with us.
Yeah, I still have two. I have
You still
2
have
months.
You have an unfinished one.
No, I
You have
finished.
to let her know what your favorite colors are,
Yes.
or what color combo you like. You get by
The
request.
current one is a purple, green, and black color combination.
kind of green.
One that
Where
matches with purple and black.
did my die go? Where'd the big D6? Oh, it's there. That was to
Usually
go
like
along with
darker
that. The colors. Yeah. Oh, we can
Purple.
see.
Oh, listeners at home, I know this is exciting for you while we do this, but thank you for your
They're so
your
excited.
They're very
consideration, your patronage.
So we have dice now,
The fact
which
that
means
you'll
we can
listen-
actually roll stuff.
I'm gonna roll focus for this guy.
All right,
my
here,
approach. My approach will be focus.
We have to determine what the action is too.
I want to disable the security system.
that would be overcome.
Such a way that it does not alert whichever company is monitoring it.
Yeah. System is online function.
So that is
I would
an
guess
action
that's
of
obviously good
overcome.
security, but maybe not.
Probably.
All right. I'm going to give this number to this thing that she's rolling.
Oh,
And let's see what we end up with.
a
Mickey.
2.
Oh, a 2 is not going to hit the 3 that I set up.
Wonderful.
At this point,
You're going to jail.
You are unable to set it off, or set it off. You could set it off. No, you are unable to disable it, and you make markings somewhere on it that shows it's been tampered with.
Wonderful. We gotta
Yes.
set this house on fire.
That sounds reasonable.
See, no, that's what I expect.
Well, if you're gonna cover up your tracks, you
Cover
gotta
them up with fire.
burn this down.
Cool.
So it doesn't matter now. We can
Make
just
it look
I mean,
like
they're
some
either
Vine
robots or
Nuts.
zombies, right? So we can just torch their neighborhood.
trash the place and then torch it.
I mean, I guess I can see what I can do now to turn it off.
By the way, we got a comment that abandoned pedo vans at a neighborhood clubhouse are the first ones to get towed.
Yeah, I
Are they
don't
speaking
know
from
how Cletus was
experience?
going out for a pedicure, but
Someone who works at the police department. Yeah.
So now that it doesn't matter,
Yeah, I'm
Do you
going to try to hex it.
go ahead.
Okay. It'll be the same idea. You have the same difficulty. You know what the number is now, the 3. And it sounds like you're just trying to overcome it again.
Yep, just overcome it.
Yeah. Not going to attack the thing.
And just throw your dice off the top.
I got 4 pluses.
Wow.
Well, that probably means success.
With +3.
Yeah.
So that's a 7. That's a success.
So on an overcome, that is you accomplish your goal and generate a boost. Who wants to remember what a boost is or look it up? Because I'm trying to remember what a boost is off the top of my head, and I don't.
it means that in this case, not only do we get into the house, but the security company calls the owner and says, "Hey, don't come home for 3 days."
If I remember right, a boost is a free invoke of an aspect or something like
I
that.
believe.
And that sounds right.
I'm gonna pull up my Dresden rules. And I'll
Since
find
Mickie
it while
has the
we-
rule book, she
while we
might
go on.
look it up. Oh, no, she passed it over. Okay, got it.
For the more proficient rule looker-upper.
I've got it on a PDF here.
Pitif.
Free floating benefit garnered by taking certain actions. They represent the advantage of momentum.
+2 to roll, but does not allow rerolls.
So a +2 to a roll for anyone here? Is it like a community boost, or is it you boosted yourself?
Well, it says you must use it by the end of your next turn or it disappears.
All right, so that's in you.
Yeah, they're short term in existence.
Yep, it's just me.
All right, the player who generated the boost is the one to use it. We'll go with that.
Yep.
So in that
It's like an
case,
adrenaline bump.
is there something that you want to do right away, or is this just you kill it so that other people can get in?
I kill it, and I kill the alarm, because have we actually entered the home yet?
Yeah.
You are disabling the alarm from the outside.
Okay, so I kill it in such a way, and I'll roll to back it up. But I kill it in such a way that the
You already
automatic
had
door
style.
lock
Yeah.
also unlocks.
Okay. That works.
You want to roll it? Roll
No,
it?
I'm fine with that happening because you're going to get in the house anyway. So let's do it just like
So
that.
there, it just.
So now we don't have to break anything.
Yes.
To get in here.
Now, if they come home when it'll be daylight, they'll notice some scratching somewhere that looks like the door had been tampered with by somebody.
Not if it's on fire.
Not if it's on fire. That'll be probably the last thing they notice. The fire department gets there and says, someone tried to break in.
We determined the cause of your fire.
It's
due to someone's frustration with leaving tracks.
Happens all the time. Especially these parts.
Most fires in these parts are caused by player frustration. It's number one on our list. So you're able to get in the house. Is this a party adventure? Is everybody going inside the house?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I just want to make sure because
No.
that
Wait,
way,
should we have
well,
a
that way
lookout?
each of you can use your resources inside.
I'm going to establish an Overwatch.
Fantastic.
No, I'm going to go in.
On the roof.
I'm going to go in. But I will have a firearm at the
Okay.
ready.
I'm going to plug all the drains in the sinks and turn the faucets on. No.
Turn the gas on. Start a lighter.
Ooh.
There's more.
Blow out the
But
pallet
wait,
light.
there's more. There you go. This
burning.
place is not going to make it
Turning
through the day.
AC down, turn the heat on.
Just piss them off. Open the freezer, let all the ice cream melt.
That's just evil.
Scissors.
I'll burn the place down.
First you
but,
burn
yeah.
the place down.
Microwaving all the ice cream.
All right, so we'll enter.
So you are officially breaking and entering. That's nice. You broke the alarm and you're entering the house.
That's how it works. So what do we see?
I don't see mortal laws as important as.
No, I'm fine with it. I just thought it's a literal, if not legal, translation of what you just did.
All right, does this house have a basement or not? I mean, most do not down here, but this is a rich neighborhood, so maybe.
I'm going to say that these houses are kind of half and half because some are on slopes where you have that kind of walk-in basement in the back, and this house is one that does have that.
What are we looking? We're just looking for general information, right? We don't know anything.
We don't know
specific.
why they're here.
Yeah.
Like,
There is
why?
some-
Why
some,
are they
like-
here
But that
guarding
blonde
empty
hair
houses?
led us here. Who's
Yeah.
blonde hair? But we
There's-
assume it's Bruce Flair's, but
I mean, do we think like one of the hellholes or whatever that we're worried about is here, or
We don't know anything.
Yeah,
So
that part we haven't gotten back to yet.
So I think
This is purely a exploratory colonoscopy.
I think we should do a fairly quick. Did we got the security down in this house?
Correct.
Is it linked to the other houses, or do we have to do this on each house?
That's a very good question.
Because I
We
would
don't
think
know
if you
that.
succeed with style, that maybe all 5 houses. security
You
systems
now
went down.
know you're with style. You now know the thing to do to disable the others.
Okay.
So I would say we
So
should.
we'll go along with the idea of the paperclip. You know where to go press the reset button now.
So we should either do a quick go through together on the 5, and then go back if needed in detail, or split up and do a quick hit on the 5, rather than spending an hour looking through this one house. We don't even know what we're looking
it's a
for.
lot of Overwatch. But I guess you could do it technically. You can pick one house, get on the roof, and
There's
just,
a lot of
hey,
Overwatch.
keep her coming.
Yeah, I mean it is also
As long as
one
those
in the
5
morning.
houses are close enough together.
Yeah, they're right in a row. I think.
They are. These are right in a row. And if I didn't say that before, I'm saying it now. Yes.
no, you did. It was in my
Right, yeah.
notes.
Okay, cool.
And therefore it is law.
It is,
Are we splitting
it
up
is
the
law
party,
until
or are
I
we taking it
them
one at a
change it.
time?
No, we're one at a time.
No, we don't have to split up. But my point was like, I think we should take a kind of quick cruise through and see if anything jumps out at us.
Sounds
I
good.
agree.
Rather than
We
searching
don't-
every drawer.
Right, exactly. We don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. I guess what I'm looking for is, what is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for a chasm with demons spouting up through it.
Okay, that's in only
looking-
2 of the houses.
Okay. Or,
Any like hidden panels?
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually
safes?
going to throw on my third eye. I'm going to open up the third eye and
Here's
see
my
the
surprise
truth
face.
of the.
Okay, you got us broken into the places. So let somebody else step up,
someone else
and then
gets to-
I'll
someone else
get
gets to
you
be
right after.
Useful. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see perfectly in
So,
the dark. With
Chris, you asked about the basements.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, like panels.
Well,
maybe hidden, like,
let's say
walls.
you're going to check out the basement first. Then there is a basement there, and you're going to check it out.
when is Chris's God hand going to come into play?
what is that?
He's the fist of God.
I can't really
It
use
is
my
when
sword.
he's on that crusade, though. Something in the name of. Right?
Okay.
He has to be on a crusade for that to actually come into play.
Okay, so
right
there-
now,
there is no God guidance.
right? Yeah,
just
right.
willy-nilly.
Exactly. Right now, there is no divinity
That's
guiding
why I'm
what he's
chopping off
doing.
hands and slapping people in the face.
Exactly. The things he's doing are not a mandate yet.
Right.
At some point, they may become that.
Bugs are coming in. I'm gonna shut it down.
Okay. I saw one of those little fruit fly gnat
That
things.
was a fly now.
A fly?
Yeah.
It's a vampire bat.
Verge actually caught one earlier with a quick clap and then killed it, and it landed on my keyboard. Yeah, a fly.
That's
Mr. Miyagi with the chopsticks.
Yes. And that's funny because I told him I would have been impressed if he did it with chopsticks.
they're moving slow enough to do it. Though.
They're South Carolina
kinda
flies.
sluggish, right?
We don't move quick around here.
They're full of gravy.
Mickey shakes her head slowly. In the basement.
Yep.
I need to revisit a
If you're not
little
gonna
of this
have a beer, you
here.
can't have a donut.
Searching. What do we do for searching? He's searching around for doors. Is this just an
Create an advantage.
create an advantage and overcome? Could be create an advantage because you're creating a new aspect.
There was actually a couple of things.
Okay. Well, while JJ takes a look at that, because that's where I want to go next, with Chris looking around, with Father Bartok checking out the basement.
So, like, for example,
yeah.
law enforcement.
Yeah.
The detective additional stunt says, gain a +2 when you use focus to create an advantage from studying a crime scene.
Okay.
So
it's that kind of thing. You're
Knocking on pins,
making a
stuff's
perception
hollow.
making a perception
you're
roll.
looking to create
But
an advantage.
What
Could be focus.
approach?
Could be focus.
Okay, so you're gonna take your time, look around
Oh, yeah.
in the basement. Okay, let's do that. See that?
Not very good. Oh, wow.
It's nothing.
Just checking out.
So it's
Where's
a
that die? A 3. You do not find anything that you could use to your advantage.
Did he find anything he could use to his disadvantage?
Yeah, one of the stairs creaks. If he keeps jumping up and down on it, it might break.
Is there like an extra fridge down here with food in it?
There is a deep freeze.
I forgot. You're always eating.
What's in
A
it?
deep freeze down there. An unusually large amount of coconut popsicles.
Oh man,
Like usually you expect 50 or so. There's about 300.
I got the whole box. I'm just.
It's unusually large.
I got the whole box as I come up back upstairs. Nothing in the basement, guys.
Not anymore.
Got the coconut popsicles.
Box of coconut
Actually, there's way
popsicles.
more of these popsicles down there.
Here it is.
Actually, there's a strange amount of these popsicles down here. Something's going on.
Yeah, why is there?
you
Why are
tracking
there
a fly?
300?
I'm just like, what are the cameras?
I love
Yeah.
This. Go ahead.
Kurt was looking for the camera again. He took me off guard. What is Jamie up to? You're overwatching something.
No, he's thinking about that girl up in Nashville. The fly fishing guy that he likes to spend time with occasionally.
Okay.
Jamie's
He's a little
gay.
tired.
Guide.
No, guide.
Guy.
No,
Yeah, I
female.
heard it too, but then I'm like, no, that didn't make sense.
No, he's
So
very
guide.
definitely not gay. Although he would be comfortable with you if you
Not
were.
that there's anything wrong with that.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's daydreaming a little. He's kind of it's late night, which is not his best time, and so
Oh,
he's kind of
daytime.
waiting to see.
It's
No,
daytime.
no.
Oh, no, that's right.
They're
It's
out
third
on
shift.
third
Right?
shift.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You are somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's just figuring like they've got this covered.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pop up or not.
What is Mora? What is her approach to checking out? And I don't mean technically in the game, but how does she investigate?
She would look for laptops off in office.
Ah,
laptops,
okay.
paperwork.
There is right off of the den area. There's a little nook that does indeed have a computer
Something bit me.
in it.
Mosquito.
You didn't get poked by that.
No, it was
Okay.
a mosquito.
Well, kill the thing. I don't want Chris getting bit.
There it is. Got it.
Ah, it jumped. It just survived your stomp. I'm afraid of it now. But yeah, there is a nook that has a computer station set up. One of these accordion files of papers also sitting there.
Okay, I'm going to try to unlock the laptop. Is there anything in the area that would give me a clue as to what the password is?
There are lots of words around.
Pinkerton.
Nothing specific that would tell you what the password is. However,
1, 2,
you
3,
may be
4,
trying
ABC.
to overcome the security of the laptop. Let's try that. What approach would you use for that?
Focus.
Focus.
Have to focus.
And if it matters,
Focus, Morrison.
Down left first.
even though Jamie's not actively engaged, he's
You just performed a flawless combo. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing. All right, so this is a number I'm giving for Mickey here. that Kurt gets to see.
Please.
All right,
Okay.
so she doesn't get
These
it.
dice are on timeout.
Yeah.
It was a 0.
It was a 0.
It was a 0.
So you are unable to unlock the laptop using the password, and it gets to the point where it says there has been too many failed attempts. Your account is locked.
Oh, it's like my QuickBooks file.
It's like your QuickBooks file.
Which is awesome because when it gets locked, it has a security question. In what city did you go to high school? And I know what city I went to high school,
But it's
and
the
I've
wrong
typed in every
answer.
possible way, and it's not the right answer.
You probably told it, I'm going to fake it out when I created it, and now you can't remember. Right.
All right, another
you're
reason to burn
unable
the house
do-
down.
Wow, this place is going up. All right, we're back to
I got
you
the
now.
problem.
Are you ready
Cletus
for the third eye?
He's going to go. Well, he's got the third eye going.
Well, let's do that first.
All right.
Remind me again, please, what third eye actually means. What is the description?
So I use focus, and I can't give you the description until I steal this from Mickie.
Yeah, I
See
don't
the
remember it
truth
for
of
sure.
things. The truth behind the reality, right?
Something like that.
Oh, hey, that's Niels. That's Niels Thomas Madison from Facebook. And he's finally back on a device he can comment from. Hey, Niels. Hi. He's asking how I'm holding up. I'm holding up, I think, well. I probably looked substantially older than I did when we started. And he and Bridget said hi to each other. But hey, everyone, Niels, one of our regulars on Facebook. Sure, say hi.
Hi, Neil.
He was on late last night.
Yeah, he was with us about 1 o'clock. We chatted with him a bit. As JJ's looking that up, one of the funny side notes, he was at work at the time, and he said he had to go check out a problem with a tank. And then he left, and I said, well, he's got to be working on like an M1 Abrams or something, because that's way cool. He works at a water treatment facility, and he was taking out a water tank. But he said, but hey, since we're in the shed, we'll call it an Abrams.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. So I may attempt interpretation by making an overcome roll with focus against fair +2.
Okay.
Opposition, or your target's most appropriate approach, whichever is higher. If you use an approach other than focus, increase the opposition score by 2. If you fail, mark a condition from the confusing, horrific barrage of images that sear into your mind.
Okay. So you are rolling against a 2.
So, assuming there's nothing supernatural, it's a 2. The baseline is 2. Or it's higher than that because...
Okay. So then, it's actually this number.
That is -1 on one of the dice, but +2 on the other, which gives me a 4
Okay.
total.
There is definitely something in the basement that practically blinds your third eye.
That's why
So,
there's
like,
so
it's
much
just a
coconut.
barrage of...
There's something buried under
It's
the
like
popsicles.
right now, something buried under the
There's
bottom.
something that wants to eat coconut.
You're going to have to
Yes.
eat more
I'm
pasta.
gonna have to eat my way through the
Coconut
popsicle
fiend
fast.
that is about to get
Me
knocked
like
over.
that.
I'll just move it away from your laptop.
So it's just a blinding light. There's no
It is-
imagery to it.
No, well, aside from it is, call it a ball, a circle, a something down there that you just can't see past or even see what it is.
So you guys.
By the way,
now
your target
know
number
that, like,
was
when
a
my,
4.
When my eyes go white, like I'm not here, and you hear me pipe
We're okay.
up.
Everyone else did. You heard me.
Make ready. Something's in the basement.
I was just in the
Hey,
basement.
we have,
Yeah,
we have over
there's
there,
something
brought out,
there.
like lotion a while ago. I don't know if that helps
Point,
you
can you
at all.
give me a better direction?
I'm going to leave this on, so I'm going to be a little bit shaky. Can you guide my hand to the railing?
Sure, I'll have him take my shoulder.
Hold my hand.
I put his hand
So
on my shoulder.
I'm
so
going
walk
to
down
leave the
steps.
third eye on, and I'm going to
To a
descend the
basement,
stairs.
please.
I'm going.
Sounds a lot dirtier
What is
than
the
the original.
truth of the squeaky stair?
Does. The squeaky stair?
Yeah.
It was missing a nail from when it was
Okay.
first put together.
Shoddy
Nailed
construction.
it.
It is. Oh, it didn't.
Well done.
Nice. So you headed downstairs.
Correct.
Third one from the bottom is the one that squeaks on the right-hand side. And when you get down there, Cletus, the air feels like 20 degrees colder to you.
Okay.
And the whole place just screams of, it doesn't belong here. And as you approach it, just...
The air
it
doesn't
feels-
belong here?
The whole place
Okay.
Whole bit.
feels like it shouldn't be here. And as you approach the spot, it actually is the wall right next to where the freezer is.
Okay.
So it might as well be the coconut popsicles. But you can't see. As soon as you get within 15 feet, your entire vision is just like you're staring into the sun.
J.J. Abrams just went way too overboard.
Oh, you had solar flare 20 feet away. Now you are blind.
Yeah, so like I'm actually at the moment I got my hands
lens
like
flare, not solar
out,
flare.
like, and I'm like kind of doing
Solar flare would be cool,
a cringe back, like I'm staring at something too bright, and I'm actually attempting to turn my sight back off right now. When I'm being assaulted like this, it's a little bit hard to maintain the concentration.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, there's something there. Like, it's super bright. Like, figuring out
So
how I deal with
who went downstairs with him?
Me,
Everyone?
I let him downstairs.
Okay. He's pointing at where the refrigerator plugs into the wall.
But it doesn't look bright to...
No.
There's probably a sledgehammer in the garage.
I'll check the wall and see
Probably
if it's like a
fake
fake panel or if there's a latch or something.
I'm going to say because you already checked it out, you still don't see anything out of the ordinary. You might have to call in some help.
There's totally no. I'm not going to say that.
Cletus, you're able to shut your sight off, but you have the equivalent of a flash bulb went off over your entire vision. So you have to look right at the edge of your vision to see around that greenish, purplish look.
The peripherals.
So you're only able to see out of your peripheral vision for right now.
You gotta use your peripheries.
What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, you can't look directly at something. And yes, you must preface everything with what you talking about for a while.
So we got slapped back into a 1985 show.
Okay, look.
He's got it. He's nailed it. You got to put your lip out, I think, for that too, though, didn't he?
Yes.
You talking about?
I'm going to just do a quick run out the front door and just check the street, make sure everything looks good.
I'm rattling
Just
through the
listen,
papers in the accordion.
I'm trying to move the fridge out of the
I'm kind of watching our back while we do this.
From Father Bartok's perspective, everything here is normal. Although I think you may be now to the point where you kind of trust the wizard, so something is clearly not normal, but you can't
Behind the
figure
fridge?
it out.
Is it in the fridge? Is it like a Ghostbusters little maneuver?
No, it was definitely coming from the wall.
All right.
There's a pineapple popsicle in there too. Just one though.
Oh, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm taking it.
Someone was saving it for later.
I was like, no, I'm taking it.
Oh,
They'll just
all
think they
over
took it.
Pina coladas.
Yeah, exactly. You make a pina
Getting
colada
caught
popsicle.
in the rain.
All right, I'll move the fridge out of the way.
Okay. Just a little bit of dust behind it, and actually a dead mouse.
Is that what stunk up the place?
It was a sentinel.
It was a sentinel.
Oh no.
The mouse police never sleeps.
Dead mice on main. Dead mice in basement. Outside, Jamie. Nothing going on.
Okay.
There is, however, we're going to take the comment that was said there, and we'll be going to it that it looks like a cruiser is down near the clubhouse, probably where the van was parked. There's does Rock Hill have city cops? Let's say they do. It's a Rock Hill cop car. It's a local cop car. It's not like
It'll be like Fort.
Greater
It's not state or-
Metropolitan Charlotte Police.
It'll be like It'll be like Fort Mill probably. Or something like that.
Fort Mill then.
Is there rent the cop?
Well, since we probably want to have the pedo van for our future adventures,
She's got Benadryl. Nice.
I am going to stroll on down and have a polite conversation with the police officer,
Yeah.
in which I may or may not offer him a donation to his force in order to
Alright, so you can
make
put
sure
a
they
sticker
can-
on your car
they
that
can
you
continue to
donated the
protect and
sheriff.
serve Rock Hill in
Nice.
the manner that they would like.
Are you gonna go bribe a cop?
I'm just going to offer him a donation if required.
He's just going to give him money for a favor.
And,
You're not going to bribe him.
Just tell him that I had left the van there earlier in the day when I'd been a little too drunk to drive home, and so I wanted to make sure I was.
You don't want to beat your dog?
So
Make
you're
sure I
going to
didn't
tell a
drive
cop
drunk.
that you were too drunk in a van that has a porthole window in it,
Yes.
Turn around.
Yes.
right?
Oh no.
In my nice Orvis shirt and barber hunting jacket.
That's cool.
Okay. So your goal is to convince him there's nothing to see here, move along.
Exactly. And to make sure he doesn't get our van towed.
So here's where we need to figure out what the action is. You'll need
These
to
are
pick your
not.
approach,
Yeah.
but I would say your action is either going to be to create an advantage or overcome. So overcome would just mean you get the cop to go away. Create an advantage might mean you convince the cops that they don't need to come back.
Mechanically, I
I'll
just
throw it that
roll
way.
using, in this case, probably guile.
That sounds reasonable, because you're being deceptive, right?
Yes. Because I enjoy lying to officers of law.
Well, who doesn't? You're standing in front of the camera.
Oh, Jamie, not me. Jamie.
I was looking for the other cameras.
I'm a lawyer
There's
and a
one
financial
here.
advisor. I would never do that. All right, so roll 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, always roll 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hot dang!
3
Yeah, I think
pluses
he
on the dice, and a 2
And
is a 5.
what was your action again? Did you choose? Which one did you choose?
Create an advantage, wouldn't it?
Then why would you not choose create
I'm
advantage?
just throwing the options out there. You can make up what you want.
I think you get it.
Well, since I rolled a 5, I want to create an advantage.
Okay.
And
So-
I'd also like to add on
So he
get a date
swipes-
with a supermodel.
He swipes your credit card through the police scanner to take your donation because that's how it works, right? And so he takes your donation, and he does give you a sticker that you can put in your pedo
On the back of the van?
Exactly.
Awesome.
That you supported the local sheriff's department, so that now when you get pulled over, you can
Got a
point to
fob
the
sticker
sticker.
on the back.
And you do convince him to go away.
Awesome.
There is indeed. Not only is there nothing to see here, but there is no reason for the police to return to this scene.
So in my notes, I'm going to write Jamie.
So this house is really burning down.
Well, this is exactly, and it's a community. Yeah, you'd have to think the fire will show up, the police will never show up.
Jamie bribes / convinces police to go away.
Well, that's good. They're not from your neck of the woods, right?
No.
They're a little bit outside of
Yeah.
your area, your upstate Greenville area. Cool.
All right.
So we got that. Let's go back to the files.
I'm reading through the accordion files since the laptop was less than cooperative.
So you need to come up with an approach so that we can figure out. In this case, the only thing I can think of is creating an advantage. You're going to set an aspect here to this paperwork.
I wish to, absolutely,
Okay.
create an advantage with my paperwork. Let's use focus again, shall we?
It's worked really well for you so far.
It worked amazingly well.
And I have this number for her. Oh my gosh, you might have it.
The dice are behaving now. That got 2 on the dice plus 2 is 4.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, a match.
So you got it.
Yo.
That's just sad.
Yeah, I'm going to sidetrack for a moment because I made a comment out of this earlier. It's powdered sugar, but they're about to flip out. Yeah, JJ's
Don't
seeing
you
it.
drop those donuts.
Are they
They're powdered sugar, but they've dyed the powdered sugar orange, which has made me wary because we have orange dirt here. Not iridescent
they're
orange,
almost
but
the
I'm
same,
looking at them
yeah.
thinking those donuts are dirty.
the spice
Dirty
melange
dirty
going on.
donuts.
Oh, and you know what else is interesting? Is they, in Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
when I went there this morning, they have a
spice.
sign in the window
Ooh,
that
JJ,
said,
watch.
all of our powdered
It's about to drip on
Yeah,
you
it's coming out.
like
All
that.
of our powdered donut products have had the powder colored orange for October.
Oh,
It's not October.
not anymore. So you're
Oh,
you're
please.
you're eating 4-day-old donut powder, at least,
So this
Is it
powder
pumpkin
isn't
spice?
fresh.
which is not the least healthy part of that.
What's in there? Jelly?
Food.
or-
That is a jelly one.
I didn't even think about it until,
No pumpkin.
No.
until I got back here. with
Pumpkin
them.
jelly?
Like, they shouldn't be orange.
Oh, our poor listeners.
We're sorry.
Both of them are having a really hard time right now.
All 2. We're now down to 1. We're now down to 1.
All right,
Because one of
so
them's here.
what you have found, your advantage now. That donut is just
Oh,
ruining.
You got the better one.
Did you get the one that tastes like toothpaste, like chocolates, when you grab the wrong one out of
It's
the
like
box?
lemony pudding. It's literally
And it's
the
dirt
worst
colored.
filling for a donut.
You have, with that paperwork, you've established a link between this guy's job, the Gold's Gym, and what's the other place
The strip
that we
club.
visited?
Chris, you can do it.
The other place, the hotel where you met the guy.
Aloft.
Was that the bar that you met him in?
No.
Oh,
You met him in the
Weston
bar
Point
somewhere else. There.
So,
So you're able to establish that they have something more in common, whereas the Weston wasn't linked before. And the Weston was not the place where you had a contact. You had a contact at a loft.
Aloft.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So the Weston
So there's a link
is
between
probably
Pinkering and
involved in the same shadiness at
Pickering
this point.
Security Goal, the gyms, and Weston.
Yes.
Are now all
Right, my contact was up at Aloft.
Yeah,
General
and it was a
manager.
general manager, right? So in
Wesley
this case,
Schauer.
what you found is not only do the different guards in this neighborhood have shifts there, but those places are somewhat tied to the payroll that they receive. So you're able to make some links out of this. Same as before. It isn't obvious, but you sift through enough, and you've taken enough time and put all the pieces together to know that there's a link.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, guys.
Guess what?
don't know what's
Well,
going
no,
on.
you're out of the house.
Well,
and
he
you're
could be
downstairs.
coming back at the
We're in
time
the
that you
basement.
figure this out. Because you're sifting through files, so maybe an hour later.
I'm actually just driving around in the van in the neighborhood,
Oh, that's not
Playing out.
creepy.
Holding Tootsie Rolls out the window. Yeah.
playing Ice Cream Man music.
with coconut popsicles. Yeah.
That'd be a good cover. And we can have
Ice
coconut
Cream Man.
popsicles.
We got them all.
All right, so
Stop me
you
when
got a
I'm
link.
passing by.
So back to the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
seeing
still.
Yeah. I
Blinded
mean, at some
from
point,
peripherals, yeah.
it's going to improve.
Here? Here?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, because you're pointing somewhere on the wall and it has to look like this.
Warm? Cold?
You see where you're
And then
pointing.
you go,
Yes.
okay, you see that center beam? Go up 5 cinder blocks and then to the
Wait,
right.
cinder blocks?
5
Yeah,
paces.
yeah.
It's a cinder block basement now.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. What
It
was
is now. It wasn't anything yet.
Okay, so yeah, go
But
up.
it is now.
Go up 5 cinder blocks and then go to the right 4 cinder blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, and go through there.
Alright. You see my
It's a cinder block wall. There's probably something there. So now everyone's down there. And where Cletus was able to see something out of the ordinary, out of the natural, supernatural, Father Bartok can't figure it out. Whatever it is, it's beyond just this is a cinder block wall. And we'll say it has like a layer of paint on it or something. Maybe like an off-white paint in the basement. Taupe, as it were.
Nice
Yes.
eggshell, maybe.
I said earlier, off-taupe.
Yeah.
Isn't that just white?
So just white.
Off-taupe. It's close to eggshell.
So brown.
It's near bone, maybe a little bit ivory, but it's off-taupe.
I lost the dice. I died.
You find it?
I'll find it later. I'm missing a purple one.
Is it in your bag?
Could be.
Okay. So you have now both Maura and Jamie are down there, and these two are kind of fumbling around at the wall.
Yep.
You found your link. You thwarted
So
the best
just-
efforts
just
of
to be
Rock
clear-
Hill's finest.
Just to be clear, Maura and Jamie have been highly
I'll let
successful at their tasks, and these two are fumbling around in the
I just have to
basement.
draw
So
a
as you
door
guys are
and
going
open it.
down, I'd be like, watch out for the 3rd stair from the bottom.
Squeak.
Yeah, it creaks, and it creaks like he rigged
And I'll
it
fill
that
you
way.
guys in. Like, I found there's something behind the cinder block wall here. He can't seem to get through it, and I'm still blinded, so.
By the light.
Read that like
Right,
it
it's
is.
something
Another
that's
runner in the
there.
night. Yeah.
Is there a secret passcode I gotta say? Gotta pull a game
I read
up
what
in here.
also-
I have no idea. All I know is it was
Look at
immensely
that.
powerful to put off that much light on the supernatural spectrum.
There's probably a sledgehammer in the garage.
Yeah, but then we're burning the house down after that.
I thought we
Can't
decided
hide
this.
a sledgehammer action over here.
Maura totally wants to burn it anyways. So.
Just hang a sheet up over it. I did it in here.
Can I
just
move,
cover
I
it.
can move the fridge all the way in front of it. Is that
Whoa.
possible?
I don't see it.
Oh,
That was already here.
oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Termites.
What was her?
Yeah,
Cheryl Teagues?
no,
Whoever.
no,
Fuzzy
no.
Britches.
Rita Hayworth.
No.
No.
Fuzzy Britches. It was, gosh, the gorgeous one. She was in Grumpy Old Men. Sophia, right?
Sophia Loren.
Sophia Loren.
Yes. So yeah, we just need to find the right poster and put it over the hole in the wall. Granted, if you make them, you're going to get a sledgehammer. Yes, there's a sledgehammer. It's that simple. Why not have a sledgehammer?
Are we
So
burning
that
it?
one. The
We're
sledgehammer.
not, well, we don't have to, but we're gonna know we found it.
Just start the sledgehammer on fire and then start hitting the wall.
There you go.
Is there a little Ghost Rider action?
Sledgehammer.
Yes, Ghost Rider.
All right.
Actually, what I'll do is
That's an
I
English
know
Ghost
a
Rider, the
spell
pattern
that
is
turns
full.
my finger into a plasma cutter. No, just kidding.
That'd be kind
So
of
sledgehammer?
okay.
All right,
Do you
I'll
have
hold my
enough-
head and say, by the power of Grayskull.
I am He-Man. I love that.
Sorry, I always wanted to say that.
It worked.
Do you guys have another way
So
to
who's
get
gonna-
to the other side of the wall?
Not that I know of. Unless you got something. Maybe got some phasing.
I had
ability.
nothing-
What about you, Hunter boy?
Phasing ability.
So I'm just
he
looking
can
because-
hide like that.
The story that Shawshank Redemption was based on is a Stephen King novella, Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. And at first it's a Rita Hayworth poster. Gets
Because that's
replaced
the
later.
movie that they were watching.
Yeah. So sorry, that's yeah. So I am
You have any ideas for the basement before the wall gets demolished?
Once we've knocked
By the way,
down
this
wall.
is the side of the wall that is underground, not the outside, but the inside.
I mean, my only thought
of the
is
wall.
that just because he sees
So
it,
it should
and
be
we don't,
solid earth behind
doesn't
it.
mean that it's physically hidden. I mean, he's seeing the truth of what's there, or something that's hidden from the
Yeah,
real
but I
world.
can't push through the wall. There's a wall. It's a physical, earthly wall.
A priestly vampire cannot push through this
Right, but I
underground
mean,
wall.
I'm the backhand of God, and I can't get through this.
My concern is
backhand
just,
of
do we know that this is something that's behind the wall, or could it be right in front of us and we just can't see it in the visible spectrum because we don't have...
Both of those could be true.
Right. But,
Would
having
you
said that,
like
I don't
to-
know what we would do other than have the wizard do wizardly things.
You're a hunter, right?
I mean, I can see perfectly in the dark, but that doesn't really help me with magical things.
Well, as a hunter, aren't you good at tracking and finding things that normal people don't see?
Sure.
He says with the utmost of confidence.
Like maybe you
Well, I am very good at tracking, for sure, which would be following signs.
What does it
Usually
look like
the signs
there's
would be
any,
the physical world, though.
besides our tracks, do you see anything going through this wall right here?
Like, do you see any kind of increased foot traffic to this area?
Do I see anything?
Well, first off, do you have any stunts or anything that play along with that? Because if not, we're going to use an approach.
Yes.
What?
Black light.
Blacklight.
Do you have any blacklight flashlights in your gear?
They actually, the sledgehammer is like an
For the hotel
Inspector
rooms.
Gadget one where you press a button and a black light shines on it. Actually,
I don't
coincidentally, I have a black light right up there.
I do not think I have anything that would be directly
All right,
applicable.
so then we're going to, it sounds like we're going to try and create an advantage. What's your approach?
I mean, really, this is what in D&D would just be a perception check.
Well, how do you
Or like
do you have
investigation.
any special skills from your what's the Earl
How do you
King?
perceptivate?
The Earl King.
Do you have any?
He's
like,
not on the hunt. He's not on the wild hunt.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
kind of
kinda
like
like
your
you're going
no
fist of God.
supernatural sense of smell, even to pick up stuff.
Oh,
Weird.
I can see perfectly in the dark, and once
Do I
perception...
smell anything?
He can
I'm
smell
not
when a
vampire,
cop's
though.
hanging around his friend's van
Right.
Never mind, I'm not a vampire. I can't do that.
at a block
I'm particularly
away.
good at hiding, and I can add to physical actions using my wild power, but I don't know that looking
So
for
let's
something
pretend
would be
it's
physical.
tracking.
Okay.
Pick your approach.
Should definitely be focus.
Okay. So you're going to take some time and examine and differentiate any marks on the ground from the people who have now trod upon them.
Yeah, I mean, if I see any cloven hoof marks, I definitely want to note that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But that would just mean
If I see any Cthulhu-like slime, I would want to know, though. Yeah.
Right, well, let's find this out. You go ahead and roll. I'm waiting for this number for Kurt.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go upstairs and keep looking at.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
You still carrying the
I don't know if it's good or
popsicles?
bad.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are starting to melt. You might
We're
want to get a
finished
couple
going up.
napkins or something.
Yeah.
0 net on the die plus 3. 3.
Okay. There are other footprints down here, but it's just somebody comes down to get popsicles, do their laundry. There's also laundry off in another
Right.
corner.
Smash through.
Smash.
Who wants to do Hulk?
I won't.
Who's the strongest?
I don't know about
You
that.
don't need Hulk, you need Kool-Aid Man.
I got 3.
Oh, yeah. So we got that. Whoever does it, I just need to know who it is, because they're going to be the first one that experience what happens.
Uh-oh.
Well, then I'm doing it.
Okay. There's no roll here. You're just
Any
hitting a wall
popsicles
with a
that don't
sledgehammer.
finish.
What's that?
How perfect.
What is it?
You can read it.
It's a meme.
It's
Let's
legit.
see. What?
We can read that. That's fine. Put it up to the camera. Maybe not. Don't do that.
That is actually pretty funny, because it's appropriate to
Just a
Kool-Aid
light of
Man.
money.
Yes.
Any popsicles that don't finish go in the laundry.
Got it.
Nice.
And sledgehammer.
There's like 20 Pinkerton shirts in the washer.
All right. Cue the Peter Gabriel.
Okay. And what I was saying is you don't have to roll to hit a wall with a sledgehammer. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you can do that part.
You have to roll to look good doing it.
Yeah,
That's a
5.
good
I was
point.
looking
How'd you do?
off. 5. Got my shirt off.
Actually, the target to look good doing it was a 6. However, you're
Dang, that's
still...
a fantastic roll.
It is. You're still able to bust through the wall. And there is loose dirt on the other side. That when you hit it, some of the dirt comes pouring through, and it looks like there might be a tunnel behind it.
Fantastic.
Linda Ronstadt, the poster at the end.
It's Linda Ronstadt.
Is it lit at all?
What am I looking at? Oh, yeah, we're close to the hour.
Is
yeah.
there any lighting in this tunnel, like artificial lighting?
No, there's no lighting in the tunnel.
Okay, you can see in the dark.
I say it looks
Perfect.
like it's a tunnel.
Jamie, can you see
just-
anything down here?
yeah.
Down in the through
There's
the
a
hole.
tunnel. I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
see
so I mean, with my cloak of shadows, I see perfectly in the dark. So I would
It
Look through.
doesn't necessarily open up. What it is loose dirt packed in. Call it like loose dirt packed in a what might be like a cement cylinder. And when you break open the end, some of the dirt pours out, but it's still in there
So
all
there's
the
dirt.
way. You would have to dig through if you want to go further.
Let's do it.
What do you think? Y'all want to start digging into dirt?
Yep.
Let them eat dirt.
All right. We're going to let them eat dirt. We're going to use
Digging
that
the dirt's another
opportunity
video,
to
sorry.
wrap up this hour. The video stream's going to keep going. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll do the next audio part. In the meantime, we can say...
Adios.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.